Hello, my loves. It's TTMG, the Tarot Medium Goddess here. Thank you so much for being here. Please do stop what you're doing and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to tell me what you think about what happened in this case in the comments below. And do show your girl some love and share the video. I appreciate every single one of you. It's true. I love you, boo. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is a quick video. I'm just gonna share with you the news coverage that I saw on a young baby boy, 1 year old, I believe, who was injured by the SWAT team. So in your comments, or whether in the live chat or in the comments, go ahead and let me know what you think, like if there's some laws that should be put in place for things like this, or just whatever you feel about the case. Feel free to comment below.
We start with an unbelievable case out of Florida, where one police department is under investigation after a baby was said to have been seriously hurt while in their custody, in their care. Take a look. This is what the baby's family says happened to their 1-year-old while sitting in the back of a police car with police officers. News outlets there report the baby and his 3-year-old brother were in the car, while the SWAT team was dealing with his father, who was not the target of the initial investigation and no criminal record or history. Tonight, the family joins a factor to tell us what happened from Pensacola, Florida.
I received a phone call that morning from one of his family members saying that I needed to come there to get the kids. They didn't give me any details on why. They just told me that I needed to come there. So I left immediately. I was on my way. About 10 minutes later, I received another phone call saying that my son was injured. My 1-year-old was injured, and that his face was bloody, and that I needed to get there quick. So at this point, I'm frantic. When I arrived at the scene, I saw caution tape all over the place. So many officers, and I'm just looking for my children. So I'm asking everybody around, where's my kids? Where's my kids? And when I saw my 1-year-old, his face was unrecognizable, did not look at all like himself.
And as a mother, what did that do to you, seeing your baby like that? 1-year-old, right?
I was devastated. I was angry. I had so many emotions. Knowing that I wasn't there, there was nothing that I could have done to prevent it. It was indescribable, honestly.
And Mr. Bryan and Mr. Reeves, tell us exactly what you guys know happened to that child in police custody.
What I can tell you from this comes from their son Keon, who was the witness to seeing his brother fall. Essentially, Keon said he was sitting in the back seat of the police vehicle with an officer and his little brother. His little brother was being held by the police officer. When the police officer opened the door to the vehicle, he dropped little Kylan directly on his face, and it hit the asphalt. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And Mr. Reeves, take us back to the beginning really quick. Why were police there at the house anyway?
From my understanding, they were at the house to execute a search warrant looking for digital evidence and maybe clothing. But there was nothing related to our client, Mr. Corey Marino. He was not a part of the investigation at all at that point.
And so they came into the house, I think, at 5 a.m. We're talking about SWAT, right?
Yes, SWAT team. My client describes 25 officers to execute a search warrant around 4:30 a.m. And really, there was no opportunity for him to know that the police was outside his door in the middle of the night.
So they barged into the house. Do we know if this was a knock or a no-knock warrant?
This was a knock warrant. This was a knock warrant. It wasn't a no-knock warrant. However, the time length that they took to enter the home, it was very clear they did not want Mr. Marino to have any notice that they were coming in the home.
And
then we're talking about 4 or 5 in the morning, right?
Correct.
And so he thought these were intruders. Is that my understanding, Mr. Bryant?
Yeah. So, to touch a little bit on what Mr. Reeves was saying, the Pensacola Police has a policy which essentially says this: before you enter into a home, you have to wait 15 seconds after you knock and announce. In this instance, it's alleged, and we still don't even know if this is true, but it's alleged that they knocked and announced. However, in their own police report, they identified that they waited 10 seconds, which is completely in violation of their policy. So at that moment in time, at 4:30 in the morning, 4:45 in the morning, Mr. Marino, who is with his 1-year-old and his 3-year-old baby, he hears a boom at his door. He again thinks it's an intruder. And he did what every single American who is a registered firearm owner would have done with their babies in the home at 4:30. He fired a shot when that door busted open. And that was absolutely legal. It is within the Castle Doctrine in the state of Florida. And he had a right to defend his family.
Now, they have not, as of yet, filed charges against Mr. Marino, right? And anyone can chime in and answer.
As of right now, there's no charges that have been filed. When I last was in touch with the prosecutor, they told me it'll be about a 2-week decision and we'll have an answer. But we're trying to apply pressure as much as we can to make sure that they know any charges would be unjust in this situation.
Now, is there an internal investigation underway at the Pensacola Police Department?
There is an internal investigation as it relates to the injuries to Kyler. They are trying to figure out what happened. Part of the reason why they investigated this matter is because the emergency services who had come to actually treat Kylan eventually had a report that said that he only had a few bumps and bruises and that the Pensacola Police Department had canceled them from taking him to the emergency room. But when Ms. Dixon actually arrived at the scene and she saw her son, as she described before, he was unrecognizable. He had serious head injuries. I mean, this is a child that was dropped probably at least 1 or 2 feet off the ground and laying on the concrete.
On his face.
On his face. As you can see the pictures, he had a busted nose, busted mouth, severe bruising all over his forehead. And this was after he was cleaned up. When Ms. Dixon got him, even though EMS had arrived, little Kylan's face was absolutely completely covered in blood. And they tried to dissuade her from bringing him to the emergency room when she said, "I need to take my child right away." And so therefore, I think Pensacola Police Department opened up an investigation to determine how on earth this could have happened and what did they do after the baby was injured in order to provide adequate medical care, which we claim they did not do.
And Ms. Dixon, if you're able to say, what did they tell you when they tried to dissuade you from taking your child to the hospital?
I was told by 3 different officers at once that he leaned on the door, and when he leaned on the door, he opened it and fell out.
But I mean, what did they say to you to try to convince you not to take your child to the hospital?
When I said, but before I even had a chance to say, I'm going to take him, they said, he leaned on the door, fell out, but no, he's okay. We had someone come and check him out. He's okay. Don't take him to the hospital. Make sure you don't take him because someone already looked at him. He's fine.
So, Reverend Timothy May, why did you think it was important to get as much attention to this story as possible?
Well, you know, we see these things happen all the time, especially in communities of color, where there's no knock or these incidents with police officers that go in and renegade and do whatever they want to our community, our children, our young men and young ladies, and it goes unnoticed. And I just, you know, these things have to be announced. They have to be vocalized. They have to be articulated. They have to be voiced so that not just Moya and Corey, but other young people of color across the country can know that this is not acceptable and we will stand against it, these injustices. And it's very, very important that whether it's as Chicago, New York, or here in Pensacola, that we vocalize that these are not circumstances that are okay and will not go away silently while you mistreat our young people at the hands of bad police.
Now, has there been or any thought of civil action in this case?
Yes, absolutely. As it first relates to the children, and that's what we're really focusing on, these civil actions for the children at this point. We're going to be filing both state and federal claims. The state claims are going to be related to the injuries that both the boys suffered, the physical and emotional injuries suffered by Kylan, and the emotional injuries suffered by Kayon, who saw his brother injured. Secondly, we plan on filing a 1983 action for failure to render adequate assistance, medical assistance to a person who's in police custody. The children were in police custody at the time when Kylan was injured. Not only did they not provide him with adequate medical attention, but they attempted to prevent him from actually getting the adequate medical attention he needs. So we plan on filing a federal action, which will include both state and federal claims.
And Ms. Dixon, ultimately, as a mother, what do you want to see happen in this case?
Okay, so wow. And the thing is, even though the police or whoever it was tried to stop them from getting care for their child, the thing is, they actually try. How do you drop a baby on its face? Oh my God. And let me tell you, I've seen so many cases. I tried to do it while we were watching this. I know a few years back, or more than a few years back, there was, and this was a little white baby boy, and he was in a crib. He was an infant, and I think they threw a bomb in the crib, right? So that was crazy, and I believe the baby survived. They did something. I mean, a bomb. You would think they would be gone for life, but it was something they threw in the crib. I forget what it was, and it actually caused great harm to the baby. So I was trying to pull it up just now, but I couldn't find it. But I saw others. Let me show you guys. So let me share this tab. I'm not even clicking on some of this stuff because I was trying to find the kid that the baby that this happened to some years back. I cannot find that baby, but I see other ones. Ugh, I can't click on this right now. I can't click on it. You guys see that picture? Mom SWAT team blew a hole in my toddler's son. Unbelievable. What laws do you think? How do you feel about this type of work? I know it's challenging because, sometimes SWAT teams are needed, but it's like when a kid could be involved in a situation or children, you gotta, I mean, even if it's an adult, because what happens if you set something off and it's an innocent adult that's in there, that's in between the lines of fire. But look at this baby. Oh my God. It's just a bit nauseating to me. It's heartbreaking. Shoot, I can't even tell if this kid is Chinese, white, light skinned. I think he's white or Chinese. He might just be looking. I can't even look. Ooh, wow. 19-month-old in crib. Maybe that's the one. The flashbang from 7 years ago. That might be the baby. Okay, it's hurting me to look at this, so I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna exit out. But put in the comments what you think should happen or could happen in these cases where we can make some of these things, like it could be prevented. Ooh, Grams, I see. Whoa, I just subscribed. I'm gonna put you up and more. Keep that link in your clipboard, right? I'm on StreamYard right now, so it's not letting me actually click on the link. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this. I'm gonna do it from my phone, and then maybe it'll come up in my history. Give me 1 second. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Who's watching this on the replay? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to pull up. Graham just made a YouTube page, so definitely, guys, she's very intuitive. You want to go ahead and support her. I'm just blessed to have her on the channel. Let's see. Let me see if I could get it up on the screen. Yes. Okay. If you're watching on the replay, you probably can click the link as well. That's in the live chat. Let me get it on the screen.
Well, hello. I'm glad you stopped by. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Billy Joe. Actually, I've gone by a few names in life. Billy.
And I'm still buffering
Joe,
over here.
Mom.
There we go.
My all-time favorite is Grams. Yes, that's right. Grams of 7 wonderful grandchildren. Love them. They're great. I just wanted to explain a little bit about myself. I believe in no coincidences.
But they can't see me because I
Well, if you stopped here on my channel, you were meant to be here. It's a channel with an intuitive theme. I believe we are all connected to spirit. I believe some of us a little bit deeper than others. I believe that if we listen close enough and pray, we can hear what God has to tell us.
I do agree. I agree exactly on that. 100%. I agree 100%.
We will interact. We will build each other up. We will talk positive. We will talk about the little miracles that happen every day in our life that we don't give God thanks enough for. It'll just be fun. I am hoping that you will subscribe and start with me. We're going to be little, and then we're just going to grow. And I want you to be part of it. I'm not going to make this very long because I'm going to do a lot of work. I just wanted to get it out there so you guys know what's ahead. Hopefully within the next week or so, we will have our first video up. It should be interesting. And until then, God bless and take care.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful first video there, Grams. Everybody make sure you support Grams, and she did put a link in the description, in the chat, so go on ahead and click on it. I definitely will support you. And yeah, I can't wait to see what's to come. They do say that, you know, making your first 36 videos and, you know, within a within a reasonable time frame is very important. So hopefully you can get, you know, to work on that. We can't wait to see, and I can't wait to watch you grow. Christina says they didn't make them take responsibility for it. For if it was if it was apparent, then they be calling DCFS thinking they abused their child. Yeah. The SWAT team, one of the people from the SWAT team dropped the baby on their face. Oh my God. Ooh. Oh, can you imagine? Isn't that could possibly have brain damage too and all types of stuff? Oh my God. You got to be really careful when, you know, you with a SWAT team or something. Well, they were just holding the baby anyway. They dropped the baby in the hand. So it's not like they went in and bust in and did something to the baby. You know, he dropped the baby in SWAT team or whoever it was. One of the people in the SWAT team dropped the baby while they were actually holding the baby. How does that even happen? Oh my God. Okay, so Christina says they need to make them take responsibility. Yes. Hey, Nani. Grams of 7, congratulations. I'll sub just now. Yes. Remember, I said just get it up, guys, because you can always add to it after. You know, Nani, where's your channel? I want to become, you're the one that wants to do the cleaning channel, right? So I need you. Make that channel, love. Bed before. Okay, hold on. My daughter fell off the bed okay, bed before, okay, and didn't even get hurt. Yeah, but was she on the carpet? I know my daughter used to fall. Oh my God, that was my first child. She's 23 now, and I remember she fell off the bed and she was crying. I think I took her to the emergency room actually. You know, with my first child, I was always at the emergency room thinking I messed up. I'm like, oh my God, here I am again. The baby's crying. I remember one time she didn't stop crying and I tried to hold out. I think I tried to hold out. I don't know how long. It could have been 30 minutes. Who knows? And I tried to hold out, and she wouldn't stop crying. As soon as I got to the hospital, she stopped crying. But yeah, nothing happened to her. She's out there. She's out there teaching. She has her whole degree in her life. All right. So thank God me dropping her or her falling didn't really. But this dude, he dropped the baby on the concrete. Oh, Lord. Caressa says, hello. Nani's, I'll gather the courage and set it up soon, TTMG. Yes, just set it up. Please start it. Oh, is Divine in the house? I must have missed their last minute. Hey, Divine. It was me who wanted to do the cleaning channel. Oh, it's Divine who wanted to do the cleaning channel. Okay, Nani, which one did you want to do again? It's probably a spiritual channel. I forget what Nani wanted. Divine says, Grams of 7, big congratulations on your channel, hon. Yes, guys, do support her and subscribe. At Grams of 7, big congratulations on you. Okay. Carissa says, it's too many children getting hurt, missing, or dead. I can't keep up. Yes, just that. It's crazy. It's crazy. And every day I think of Cody. You know, like I said, I haven't done many videos on him. His mother's being hush-hush. You know, people involved in the situation are being hush-hush. They're not saying much. Unlike Candace and Don. They're going to talk themselves right into prison for life, though, so they could keep it up. But the other day, I felt like something's taking place behind the scenes in the Cody Bixby case. So we're going to see, like, things are coming together with that case, whether we see it or not. Nani says, I wanted to do a channel on African spirituality. Yes, please do, Nani. Please do. Graham says, so he goes in, saves the baby and then drops it. No. I think they went in, and I don't even think it was for the dad. It was for somebody else, right? They're trying to see how they could bring charges on the dad, I believe, trying to do something, you know, whatever. But they still haven't charged him for nothing as of this day. It was like he wasn't even the person that they were looking for. But I guess in the midst, they get the baby, and one of the people are outside with the baby, and he just drops him on the concrete on his face. You Lord. I guess he could have looked a lot worse though. He could have looked a lot worse to fall on concrete. I mean, not saying it's a good thing. Shoot, he could have brain damage and everything else. And who wants the little baby to fall face first on concrete? Oh my God. Well, hopefully if they win a lawsuit in that case, hopefully, I don't know, a lot of that money goes to the child when they get older. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be tied up for the child, you know, in the case. Divine says that Nani do, hey, just now seeing everyone in the chat. My phone was going slow. All right, guys, so I'm going to get off here. I'll probably be back on with another case soon. See you soon. Love you guys.